load up. What's going on, everybody? It's Millbro back with a new series here for YouTube. It's Millbro Generation Zero. So, basically, so I played Generation Zero before in my own time and everything. I have a built-up character and everything like that. So, and a whole separate world for them. But I've been wanting to take a bit of a break from 7 days, because considering that like we have 3.0 coming and all that. So, yeah, like I'm talking over the intro cutscene because I know probably most people who probably will watch this like seen Generation Zero and played through it, you know, and but yeah, I wanted to play through this again, like for myself, and have a fresh start. And but it's a very fun game and everything. If you haven't watched, well, if you have never played Generation Zero, really give it a try. And one thing I do want to say is I do have basically every single DLC installed for. I have every DLC for Generation Zero. There's a couple story expansions. There's also lots of weapon packs and everything. It's like and I do want to say, like, you know, this is already a finished game. I'm recording this on March 9th of 2026, so just want to make that abundantly clear. Like, you know, the final update for the game came out long ago. So we're gonna start off here, and like, I'll of course cut out like boring travel bits and everything like that, and all that lovely jazz. Starting off with the Break of Dawn here. One of the nice things is, okay, I got some basic stuff there. One of the basic things is, like, you know, you get a free flashlight. Apparently I have a whole bunch of uranium. Oh, I guess that's from my first character. Like, I guess that's transferred and everything and all like that. Have all these upgrades and all that stuff. Apparently this all transfers over too, so I do have a little bit of so some of my progress does transfer over. So yeah, that's interesting to say the least. Guess I was going for something like when I last played on my main character. But hey, let's not get into this too much. I'll look into that later, like for when I go off, you know, like do a little bit of stuff off screen, like all that. Get to Vic. But basically, Generation Zero, it takes place in the late 1980s, and it goes into the very early 90s. It's kind of like turn of the decade, and it is over basically where I think, if I remember right, Sweden. So yeah, safe house unlocked. I might have to do some basic, I have to do some basic old, tuning of audio and everything, because, for my own sake, here's our first weapon. A Bowler PP, which is, I'll delve into it later, but...
Grandpa, Grandma, what's going on? I'm
okay.
scared. I don't know what to do. I'm at the church.
There we go.
Of course you guys aren't home. What were you thinking, Tidius? If you ever hear this, or if the police hear this, please...
This is all, like, story stuff, like, yo, starting
I'm
off.
home in church.
But yeah, I just figured I'd let that kind of play over. The thing about, like, Generation Zero I really enjoy is we get, I personally enjoy the gunplay a lot with this. It's really nice and really cool. Like we'll go over. So okay. So yeah, like currently searching for basic supplies. At least have the basic known as the molar PP here. This it's like keep in mind like when I will be using kind of like real life variations of their names for these because like a lot of the weapons in this game they use different variations. Well, you know, they have distinct names to avoid like legal issues. There's at least some decent ammo supply there. We have an enemy over there. Yeah, this is just basic tutorial stuff, so check in here just in case there's any other supplies. But we'll go over and say hello to our friend over there. Lovely. But yeah, I have some decent experience and everything in this game. I have some basic, I'm not the best by any means, but sometimes sometimes you just gotta enjoy the game for what it is. Let me just take a simple first aid here. We do have weight system and everything like that. There's also attachments for it. Already completed our tutorial mission. Gave me some basic ammo. The one thing that is really nice to with this game is like it gives you a good sense of you know, when you start out, it's like it really allows you to not well, you basically have the sense of like you feel underpowered, but you'll eventually get pretty powerful. Grab some gasoline. That's for one of the vehicles. So, see if I've gotten. Okay, I haven't gotten leveled up just yet, but I have to take a road up to the church. Take another simple first aid here. Do I have all my, just want to check here, do I have all my basic crafting done and all that? That's ammo, all that. This is just super, okay, so usually like with all these schematics, they would all be locked up and everything and all that, so you know what, I'm just gonna buy these really fast. Those are like clothing upgrades you get, like you can apply to make yourself, to enhance yourself in combat. It's it's a very grindy system, so it's understandable why I have why I have a little bit of why they make you why they give you basically cross progression across your characters and worlds. And the nice thing about this game is do you have an enemy? There is also like connection based. There is co-op with this and everything, so it's there we go, took you down. It is basically connection based with other players. No sorts of servers or anything. It's very old school, everything like that. So, and I believe like I might have. I'm not exactly sure if like stashes transfer over from my other character. If that is the case, I will not I won't just straight up use like my my good equipment because I have a lot of nice equipment with it. It's kind of one of those. Yeah, there's a side mission over here. We'll grab you. Grab that book bag, emergency flare, and we'll just grab the hunter quest. Okay. Reach the vantage point. Grab the binoculars, and now we can just actually go and get up here. See some basic runners and everything like that. Now we gotta go to the church. If I remember right, this is the first bit of our first hideout in the game. Really should check you if you have anything. You might have something. Another set of binoculars. Grab whatever we can grab. I believe the flares can be used to, if I remember right, they can be used to lure away enemies, so they can be quite useful. So check just to make sure. Nope. Alright, let's go over. Let's say hello to the robots. Turn on the flashlights and it's getting a little bit lighter outside. Okay. Bit more combat, but that's perfectly fine. We can use a... We'll distract them a little bit with the flare. We can just use the... Can use the molar here. Get rid of you. We want to aim for their weak spot, which is on the fuel tank here. Combat perfection is complete. Seems like there is somebody else over here, but quickly scavenge you up for all our ammunition. So, okay. I'll take a med kit here. One thing I will say about Generation Zero is you will find a lot of, you'll use a lot of repair kits around here, so. This is our safe house.
Is anyone down there?
Have someone up here.
Thank goodness. I'm upstairs, by the organ. I'm in pain. I need help.
I'll be right with you. There is a little collectible here. Yeah, lots of tiny little collectibles and everything like that, so. Grab you. And move this up here.
Oh,
there we
real.
go.
I
Therese,
My
talk to
name's
you.
Therese.
Ah,
I hurt
looking
my
so
leg and
good.
arm pretty bad. If that's okay, can you make me a first aid kit? There are some
I have
instructions on how to
first
do it
aid
over
kits
there.
right here.
Here,
This is consumable
you can have this
crafting.
walkie-talkie. We should make sure not to lose contact, right? Could you
Yeah,
go get my
good
scout
point.
gear outside, if you don't mind? It's next to Miss Pikey. I have all you need to make a first aid kit.
Of course.
I can't go back out myself. I had to just drop all my stuff. I was too slow and I was in so much pain.
There we go. Got a gas tank as well. Grab the scout gear real quick. get you, and
Okay, good.
lovely.
Come back and I'll walk you through how you can make a first aid kit yourself. They
Of
always
course,
taught
me, I
us you
get
can craft
sidetracked by loot
anything
in
out
this
of
game.
almost nothing. We're lucky
So,
our priest Johnny is also a bit of a handyman.
let's see about... There should be some basic ammo in here. Yeah, lots of 32 ACP. Okay. Go back up here and grab a med kit. So... No, not you. That's the weapon augmenting section. Make a... I already know like the stuff for making first aid kits and all that stuff, so... Looks like most of my stuff is actually transferred over, but need a simple first aid kit. There you go.
This helps a lot. I feel a bit better already. Thanks. I appreciate it. Look,
Now we gotta
my grandparents have gone missing.
listen to you
They
for a
weren't home
second.
when those things... Can you help me find them?
Of course I can. More XP. And
This island only has one main road anyway. So if we want to get help, we need to go west. There's a clear cut nearby. We can start there.
we can go
Grandpa used to
wandering
be a
over there
woodcutter.
and
He'd work there sometimes. If we're lucky, we might find something there.
I need a key for you, so let's see. Can I find anything else? First, let's check my stash here for stuff. Yes. So most of my stuff is actually here and everything and all that. I rather loot my stuff, so because like this is all like really high grade stuff here. The only thing I will take out of this is I will just grab some of my simple first aid kits and everything like that from my stuff, and okay, just throw basics in, and yeah, a lot. So I wasn't planning on having this be, having all this in. That is one thing that kind of annoys me a little bit. So yeah, we'll upgrade as we go on. Then once I feel like I can grab some grab some of my basic stuff, and then we'll grab some of the higher end stuff out there. Like I will allow myself, but I like working my way up here. Grab this, and check the clear cut near the church. Shouldn't be too much. Looks like it might be a decent ways, so let me travel over there.
I haven't seen... There are more machines at the clear cut. Don't be reckless, please. What?
Okay,
They're
we're at the
distracted.
clear cut over here. Not
By a
too
radio.
much traveling, but
Wow, that's so great. So, let's keep an
have
eye
a
out
couple
for
more
anything that makes
machines.
noise.
Let's see. Make sure we try not to pull something stupid. I put my flares away, but it'll be fine. Let's try to... Oh, you're easy. Awesome. Trying to at least have some accuracy here. Of course, we'll soon find other weapons and everything like that. Grab this radio for that, and okay, we have a Diane's just a
Stenhaga
whiteboard.
Farm. Yeah, it's just a bit further down that road. Alright, so
Yeah.
some people in the area gathered there. That's good. Our family has known the Anderssons since forever. So maybe it was my grandparents' idea to meet up there. They do have lots of space on their farm.
Grab that collectible and get as far as completion is. So where? That's our basics. So we don't have. The XP in this game can be a little bit funky because it'll kind of continue counting up in a session, so don't mind that, please. Check out this car for a little bit. Could have sworn I could possibly loot that, but yeah, find explosive gas tanks and everything like that. Grab you up too. And don't worry about the clothes taking up extra space or anything like that. It's just those are just unlocking like cosmetics for my character, which I decided to be a girl character. Like I went with like the I think it's like the troublemaker character. I can't remember what they call it, but yeah, I'm like I have a male character on my main ones, so yeah. Let's see about. Let me go to Stenhaga Farm. Alright, we are pulling up on Stenhaga Farm, or Stenhaga.
Shoot! Are we too late?
There's more
Do you think you're able to get rid of them?
runners around here, so have to take care of them, but got more XP around here. Got a radio playing, so let them get distracted by that. Let's see about. Great. Try to at least stay alive here. There you go. Gotta take out 4 of these guys. Come on. At least this thing is helping me out. The little molar, as I'll call it, the Walter PP, or like the Walter
You're really someone I
PPK,
can count on.
is what
Do you
this is
see
called
or
in real
hear
life.
anyone?
So
Maybe in the barn. I remember they had it well stocked just in case.
getting close to a level up at the very least. Probably isn't anyone at the farm. It's like basically, to not spoil too much, it's just like there's very few like actual people that you interact with in the game, so we'll just check you. Turn on the flashlight. Thank you. A little flamethrower ammunition, so see if there's anything else in here.
It's locked. Weird. You can probably find a key in their house.
Got
Hey,
a kit or
How about I
key.
meet up with you at the barn? I feel better, and no way I'm staying cooped up in here on my own.
If you want to risk it,
I'll be
that's
cautious.
perfectly fine.
I know the folks at the farm.
Key.
They're both around 70, I think. Their daughter,
Yeah.
Anita, she's pretty cool. My favorite grown-up, you could say.
What's that
We sometimes
noise?
talk on the radio when she's driving or when I'm out camping.
Grab this. These are sticky flares. Sticky flares are interesting with this because you can actually sticky flares you can actually stick them to the enemy, and they will actually go up against each other. As a result, they'll basically blast each other, so make sure we just look around here a little bit. Go into our inventory here really quick, and we can gonna slap these in place of the regular flares. So grab you down and grab you up. Bit of more ammo. Can unlock the barn. It says there is a weapon in here, so in this place somewhere. I think it might be like a hunting rifle if I'm not mistaken. Okay, unlock. New safe house unlocked. Lovely. This is a recycling station, so I obviously have a lot of stuff from my main character. I will at least. I need a minimum batch of 100. And okay. Concealable crafting. We have another little bit of XP there. Grab you up.
Hey, this is Anista. So sorry I
We
couldn't
have
call earlier.
gained
It's
a
been
level.
busy as hell here. Where the hell are you guys? Everyone in the area needs to get
Okay.
right away. Call Johnny at the church and see if he can
Yep.
give you a ride.
We have
The
a.
dad can't really drive anymore. Okay, I gotta go.
We have a. We have a
Wait,
Monsieur
before you
hunting
go,
rifle.
Could you go get their toolbox? They keep it in their boat shed down by the jetty. You've helped me, so I got to help you too now.
We'll just slot that in place. New quest unlocked. We unfortunately don't have any. We unfortunately don't have any ammunition for the Monsieur, but we can find ammo for it fairly easy in this game. It takes 243 caliber. This is one of those guns I'm not exactly sure what the exact make and model is, so I just call it the
made it to the
Monsieur.
barn. Phew,
So
that was close. So weird to be in here. It's been ages.
grab the whatever's in here.
You got the toolbox.
Yep, toolbox and
Bring it here. My secret plan is to try to repair a field radio for you. This summer at scout camp,
did I?
I showed everyone how to fiddle with radios.
Okay, I did.
We had
Did
such a
grab
blast.
toolbox. It's just updating a little bit. So, one thing to get used to in this game is you do have sprint in every single direction. It's a little strange, but it's not the worst thing ever. So, okay, get these tools back to Teresa. I probably should have looted the rifle first. That way, I would have probably gotten
Thanks.
some
Just give me
caliber,
a
some
sec.
ammo, but
There.
it's alright.
It should work now. Take it.
Now,
You know how dangerous it is out there.
now I got a
Now,
field
All we
radio.
need to do is head to Salthamn and meet up with everyone, right? It's just across the
We
bridge.
will use a bicycle at the very
That's
least.
the closest thing to town we have out here in the archipelago.
So
I'm
I
not
spotted
fully happy unless I'm riding my trusty bike. They're silent too, so I think the machines couldn't hear me when I was trying to escape.
I wanted to show you guys an enemy that's down here by at this little crossing. Of course, this isn't the fastest
way,
thing in the world, but
I just wanted to say thanks for finding me
just down
and
here.
for making the area a little safer. Don't want to
See
think about
about.
what I would have done without you.
Hey, that's all I can do though. Well, all I can really say. He's already spotting us, so we have enter combat. This clown here is ouch. Okay. Well, thankfully I have an adrenaline shot. Did not mean to do that. These guys can be really brutal, so... You do not want to mess with the pack of these big guys, so... Yeah, it's pretty... Those autocans can really mess you up. Of course you want to do this to me. Try to get away from him a little bit. And... Oh no you don't. Try to use my trees as cover. Of course this little pea shooter's not going to do too much to him, but... Yeesh. Trying to blast his gun off, that's like, can help keep him down. Yeah, this is kind of like a little boss fight here, though. Thankfully you're gone, though. And you gave me some hunting rifle ammunition, so... There we go. Got a miss... I actually got a hunting rifle. Where are you? See if we can actually get this guy down. Of course my aim is not the greatest, but because I actually deal with like have to deal with the basic. We have to deal with Isle Sway right now, and let me just try to have this a little bit. Okay. There you go. At least you're done. Cool. The nice thing about this compared to, yeah, every time I finish out a combat thing, it'll pop up a thing, go and like saying I leveled up. Let's take a look at our skills here. So, got aim speed a bit, so reload. There's something that I want to get into pretty quick that I want for XP, because that'll basically allow us to get into this. Where is it by chance? That's a stick drift would actually behave itself for once. Ah yes, Inquisitive Mind. So, just one basic skill point there. And then, helps with getting missions done and everything like that. It just is a great thing to have, considering that I'm on a whole new character. And kind of one of those like on my, so want to explain this and want to explain this for the up until the final update of Generation Zero, they made it to basically your skill points were limited. So basically you had to be selective about your skill points, and you otherwise you would have to reset with uranium and everything. Upon the final update of Generation Zero, they well, the final like content update they did for it, they still, I think they'll still occasionally put out an update if something, there's like a big bug or something like that. But anyways, they made it to where you have a, you don't have to worry about level caps or anything like that. travel over to Saltham Farm, and I will let you know once I'm over there. Okay, that works. Okay, so on the way to Saltham, we reached a whole new town here. We are, like, I can't remember the name, but thought we'd kind of stop over here. Had a little bit of an encounter with some runners, like, which I'll include, like, as a little cut, because it didn't take too long, because I actually hit the enemies, so pretty easily, and wound up popping a couple cars. That's the thing, like, with these little guys here, like, the enemies get way bigger. They will, like, you will, but these guys can get kind of blown up and everything like that, so, hit him up, and get a first aid kit here. Boom. And sounds like someone else is getting a little mad at me. At least search this guy up before I pop him. And we just got our first rival of this world, so lovely dovely. Say, you oblivious or something? Just pop this guy with a bit of stuff there. We do have a side mission over here, and that we can pick up. Grab, and big old barn in here, so looks like we gotta jump out here. Grab.
Roland, are you
Hurry home.
You gotta help me. I'm in the castle.
Shooting
and there's
practice.
Gunshots in the distance, and no one is picking up in Saltham anymore.
There's a rifle around here.
Told me that you guys have
More than us. This is where we're at.
Oh, never mind. I'll drive over now.
I want to do the. We're gonna do shooting practice really quick. So, shouldn't be too bad. It might be a good weapon. It might be, well, it might be better than what we have. So before we get too out of hand, we have like so in this game there's weapon levels, but they are crowns as they call them. So crowns are basically like your rarity. They are they go from 1 crown, which is gray, up to 5 crown for all the regular weapons, and then there's like what you saw in my stash, which I was hoping was didn't have a stinking didn't just have a separate chest and everything. I digress. Those are the 6 crown experimentals. These are standard first aid kits. These are a little bit better than what I have. But hey, I'm not gonna scrap my old ones down, so. There's another, so another basic, hunting rifle. At least, was if I would have, if I didn't find the one I'm currently holding, I would have, been pretty good with the new hunting rifle. That's a nice, quick, easy little bit of XP. And yeah, that's not too bad though. So guys, I'm actually going to call this episode here. So if you made it this far into this first episode of my New Generation Zero playthrough, do please leave a like and subscribe down below. It helps the channel out so much. Do turn on notifications so you don't miss a video from me. And well, we'll see you in episode 2. Hope you have a great day.